we are all well. Today we are going to be talking about taking fashion inspiration from our childhood. This is kind of a part two from the last video. Thank you for the love in the last video. I don't know what happened. Somehow I summoned the entire Charlie and Lola fan base, if you will. I don't know what happened, but I'm here for it and I'm excited to talk about more influences that our childhood had and that many of us have taken with us through adulthood and have applied when it comes to our sense of style as well. So let's get into it. I first want to start off with TV shows because I feel like I've spent hours and hours of my life talking about the shows that I watched growing up with strangers, with friends, anyone. I don't know why it's such a fun topic. Um, and there's something so nostalgic about them. And I don't know, it's interesting how each generation just watches different TV shows growing up. And I think it really does do something to our mind. Like, I will remember these TV shows for a long time. First, we're going to be starting off with Charlie and Lola. Because, like I said, you guys are fans. And I did not know this show was as big as it obviously was. But I love it. I think, first a fan of the books. I think I said in my last video I loved a good show and book combo. I was a big reader, so I didn't watch a lot of TV shows. I feel like the ones I did watch, I just watched over and over again. I'm still like that today. Like, I'll just repeat a show if I like it instead of trying to find a new one. So I love Charlie and Lola. There's really no other show like this. The illustration is so adorable. I would recommend just like watching a show. You can find them on YouTube. They're actually really fun to watch. Even though they're literally about like a 4 and an 8-year old, but they're precious. And Lauren Child has done a lot of other illustrations. I don't think any TV shows, but a lot of books. Before Charlie and Lola, actually, there was Clarence Bean, and she had her own little book series, and I think that was before the TV show, but I really loved her outfits, and I can definitely take inspiration from some of them as well. So I would recommend checking her out, as well as any other books by Lauren Child. I think she illustrated like Pippi Longstockings and like some classics like that. So I would definitely recommend. I also feel like I could do a whole series on particular TV shows if you guys wanted to. I could like really break down their outfits and maybe talk about what they would wear today. So yeah, this is just kind of like a brief overview of some things that sparked a sense of fashion inspiration in my childhood. Next, I wanted to talk about Kipper, the dog. I feel like this one was a little niche. I don't know, I was into the UK TV shows for whatever reason, but I loved Kipper the dog. This one is very different from Charlie and Lola because Charlie and Lola has like all this colors, like very inspired by like vintage wallpaper, like that type of vibe. Reminds me of like Laura Ashley and just like, I don't know, it's just very fun. There's a lot going on, which makes it so visually pleasing. Whereas Kipper is kind of like the exact opposite of that, and he was literally drawn on like a blank canvas. And like, you'll watch, like, if you watch the episode, you'll like see him in his bed or in his room, and it's just like a white wall. I don't know. I think it's just very interesting, the illustration choice of that, and it's very relaxing to watch. Also, the storyline I think is just really cute. I love the voice actor who does Kipper too. I think it's spot on, and it's just a precious show. So Kipper is an example. He's not wearing any clothes, so it's really hard to take fashion inspiration from him specifically. I took it upon myself to try and figure out what Kipper would maybe wear today, and I came up with an outfit that's probably more feminine than what he would probably go for. But this is an outfit I would wear because I wanted it to still be something that I would wear. So basically, it's an outfit I would wear inspired by Kipper, the dog. I don't know if that will translate at all, but I think this is really fun. I think styling cartoon characters is really fun. Again, I don't know if this seems dumb, but literally the vibes he's giving gives shows off in this outfit. I don't know if that makes sense, but I was into more like Littlest Pet Shop and like Barbie movies, I guess like Barbie and stuff like that when I was a bit older, but these are like core memories, these shows. As I've mentioned multiple times now, I loved when a show had also a book that went with it, or vice versa. And an example of this is Olivia. I Definitely preferred actually, I think I liked both of them, but when looking at her outfits, I definitely preferred the books. The illustrations were so cute, and I loved her style. Now, I think we can take actual proper fashion inspiration from Olivia, which may seem far fetched, but hear me out. Olivia always wears stripes or red, sometimes both, oftentimes both, but if not one, then she'll wear the other. And I think that is something we can all take away from her style. I love how she's not wearing necessarily a uniform every day. It's not the same outfit, but there's always some element that is very, very true to her style. And that's something I literally want to implement in my day to day style. It makes dressing easier, it makes your style more personal. Of course, I'm not going to start wearing red every day, that would not suit me. But I think if I bought some more polka dot things, because I really like polka dots and I see myself wearing them a lot, um, and I don't know, just pick some things that you really like and that match with the rest of your closet and try to wear them more often, and I think your style will look a lot more personal. As I said, I was quite the reader. These are some books or like had a series, except for Pippi Longstockings. I just read the book so much. I don't know why. I thought it was so cute. Um, but yeah, I was really into a good series. I never read like any of the classics. Like I never read Harry Potter or like any of those. I was very into like the girly books, like Dork Diaries, like literally so good. Again, I think we could do a deep dive into these and like actually make outfits based off of the characters and just like the vibes of the books. But for now, I'm just leaving it at this. Um, yeah, these are some books I loved. Next, I think we can all take fashion inspiration from the outfits we used to wear growing up. This is something I've always thought about because I've always loved the idea of how like my style has never really changed that much from when I was younger till now. It's actually so funny. Like my style is more similar today to when I was 10 than when I was 17. I don't know what happened when I was 17. I went through like a dramatic little switch up there. I had some grunge elements in my closet. It wasn't really me. I was wearing black a lot. Anyways, 10-year-old me, she had some swag. She was stylish. She wore stripes and polka dots a lot, but one element that was always a part of her outfit, always, hair accessory. Usually a headband, sometimes a hair clip. And like, I'm not kidding, literally every day I would do this. And I think that's so genius because it makes my outfit so personal. And I didn't even realize I did that until one day in middle school. A girl pointed out, she was like, "Why are you always wearing headbands?" And I was like, "Oh, because I like them." Little did she know, I was literally just like Blair Waldorf. Like, I was just on another level, and whatever, that made me annoyed. Yeah, I love stripes. I still love stripes, as you can see. And I loved color. I still love color. I don't know, like overall, my style hasn't changed that much. I wish that these clothes could have just grown with me because I think they're all so special. Especially this skirt. Shout out to this skirt. This was actually handmade by one of my mom's friends. And it's a little plaid mini skirt and has this little heart pocket on it. It's so cute. Like, you can't find clothes like that anymore. It's so annoying. So go look through pictures of your younger self and find some cute outfits. You're gonna get sad, but you're also gonna get happy and you're gonna find inspiration. I also think we can get inspired by the hobbies we had when we were younger. Again, a lot of these hobbies we still actually have today, which I think is so beautiful and just sweet. For me, an example of that is drawing. It's definitely like a dying hobby, but I still love to do it. I'm taking an illustration class this semester, so I'm proud of myself for that, kind of like forcing myself back into the love that I once had for it. But I love drawing. I also did ballet for like quite some time. I want to say like 10ish years. That wasn't my favorite, but there's so much inspiration you can draw from like ballet or dance or if you did horseback riding, you already know so many girls were jealous of you. Like if you did horseback riding, like I don't know why that was a thing, but it was like you were so cool if you did horseback riding. I think you can draw inspiration for that. Any sport you did. I was thinking about like gym outfits in school. Mine were not cute. Oh my goodness. They literally just gave us sweatpants and a gray t-shirt and called it a day. They didn't even have our school name on them. And the school didn't wash them. They decided that 7th graders would be smart enough to go home and wash their gym uniform. Absolutely disgusting. Anyways, lastly, there are also the toys that we had. I love a lot of these toys still. For some reason, growing up, I was mostly a fan of like small little trinkety toys. I just loved anything that was small, honestly. I just thought it was cute, and I can relate to that today. I love small little trinkets still. I especially loved Jelly Cats, still love Jelly Cats. I loved American Girl dolls. Those were kind of the only dolls I was into for a while. I got into Barbies when I was a bit older, but not fully. I was more into the TV show and the movies. But loved Littlest Pet Shops. There was a lot. If it was small and it was cute, then I wanted it. I also loved Sanrio, but again, that was when I was a bit older that I got into it, and still very much love Sanrio. Toys are, a bit more challenging to get direct fashion inspiration from, but there's something so nostalgic about them that I feel like you really could um, dig deep, if you will. Like, I love this little outfit that Kit is wearing from the American Girl doll, from this American Girl doll era. She was like so big. I don't know if you guys remember that. Um, so yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's just like taking inspiration from the colors, from the fonts that were used. Like, it can be so indirect. Yeah, if you guys want to see a video of like styling outfits from like these type of things, like how I did with Kipper, let me know, because I think that would be really fun. And again, I feel like this could be a whole series. This was just a very brief kind of introduction, if you will. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope to see you soon, and stay warm. It's cold outside. Okay, bye.